Alright, hey guys, and welcome back, as this week I'm taking a look at a line of transforming robots by LeaderShine. LeaderShine, also known as Champion Crown, is a very small toy manufacturer mainly known for their line of knockoff transformers produced in the mid-1990s, such as the Sporting Bot Combiner robot, which has two parts named Sporting TZ and TX that combine to form the Sporting Bot, a set known only as Construction Bot that resembles the Decepticon combiner Devastator, and Super Atlas Bot, another combiner that looks similar to the Autobot combiner Superion, as well as many other variations. Now let's take a look at the Sporting Bot Combiner.
Alright guys, now let's take a look at the Sporting Bot four-wheel drive combiner robot made by LeaderShine in 1997. Now these are really rare and hard to find. I only by chance came across the second part of this robot recently. I had the first part here for quite a while, and there's not a lot of information on these. Most of the line was made in 97, although I see a lot of sources that seem to think that these were made in the mid-80s. I don't believe that to be true. There may have been an original line that came out in the 80s, but most of the combining robot toys that I've seen made by this company were pretty much in the mid-90s. I don't know if they were before 97 or after, but it seems that they produced the bulk of the line in 1997. Now, right off the bat, one thing that really grabs your attention I like a lot is the box art. I think that looks really cool, even though it's the exact same thing, which I guess would make sense because they're trying to, show the combiner robot here, which is the Sporting Bot. I'm assuming that is his name, the Sporting Bot four-wheel drive. And you have two little different cars. You have one that's kind of shaped like an Indy car, and one that looks kind of like a dune buggy. A lot of really cool, bright, fluorescent colors going on here. So really neat, very eye-catching. And then around the side, just shows you how you, take them apart and assemble them and combine them and make these Sporting Bots. So now let's take these guys out of the package and let's take a look at them separately, and let's put them together. So this is the Sporting Bot TX. And he kind of transforms into more of a little dune buggy. So there's that. And then this is TZ, the second part, and he's kind of more of a little, more like an Indy type race car. So they're pretty neat, I guess, on their own. I mean, they're very generic, but they have some good coloring going on here. I like the stickers. I think there's a lot of nice detail for kind of cheap little knockoff toys that are, made in the mid-90s. I mean, they certainly could have been worse. I think that the boxes look a heck of a lot better than the toys, but these are still really neat. And now one thing that's odd about these toys is that they don't really transform into anything unless you have two of them, which is kind of what stinks. Like when I first got this one here, the TX, I thought like that it would, obviously transform into a robot, but when you transform it, which I'll do it in a second, you'll notice that it only turns into half of the robot. I really do like the stickers. I want to get a better look at them. I think that looks really nice. You got some decent paint and some coloring, design, the exhaust and everything like that. So they're not bad, for toys that probably would have been maybe $5 or less. They're actually neat little knockoff transformers here. So let's transform this guy here. And he can be a little tricky because the way that his arms are wedged underneath. They lock in underneath. There we go. So you transform him like this, and then this flips back. And so, like, if you had gotten this in the 90s as like, a gift, or you bought it somewhere, you'd only have a torso, which is really weird. And like, I didn't expect that when I originally got him. I figured he would be like a small little robot or something like that. So that's kind of weird. So there's the torso part. And then this guy here, we'll get a look at him. He's pretty cool looking with his spoiler in the back. Some, I think, nicer stickers. I like that it has the words on it, the 4-wheel drive sport and stuff like that. And he's pretty cool looking. And then we'll just transform him really quick. And then all he transforms into is flip these out. And he transforms into the lower half. He transforms into the legs. And then this just kind of folds. Let's see, is that? Oh, I think that might be backwards. So that just folds like that. And so yeah, he's kind of like Inspector Gadget or something. Like he's missing half of his body unless you get both parts. So now let's go ahead and we'll combine them together. And all you have to do is you just flip up this section here, and there's a little peg in the back. And then this just goes on that peg like so. So really super simple. And that folds down. And there you go. You have the mighty sporting bot. And he kind of looks like a Gundam, sort of, in a little way. At least in the color scheme with the white arms and stuff. He just has that kind of vibe to him. And I mean, not bad for probably a toy that only cost a couple of bucks, you know, back in the day. I mean, he's a decent little combiner. The plastic is kind of cheap, but I mean, for what you got, I think he's neat. And you know, if you're a Transformers type GoBots fan, he really fits in well with any type of collection like that. And I think he looks really cool. And I think the feet are really done well. It's probably one of the best features of this, aside from, you know, the face and the arms, the coloration like that looks really good. Because they could have really cheaped out on the feet, but he really stands up really nicely. So I think that's what makes him look really good. And he looks pretty nice overall, I think. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed taking a look at this really super obscure line of knockoff transforming robots, knockoff transformers, whatever you want to call it, by LeaderShine. There's a whole line of these toys that are out there. You know, all different types of combiners, from the trains to, like, even I think I've seen like the Dinobots and stuff. So it's a really fun line to collect. They vary all over the place in price. Some are cheap, some are expensive. But I say if you see them and, you know, if you get them in a full set, or if you have both of them that, you know, can make the whole combiner, you know, I definitely recommend picking them up, especially if you're a big GoBots and Transformers, or just any type of, like, you know, robot collecting toy fan or something like that. They're really fun, they look nice, and they'll look good in your collection. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed taking a look at this line of knockoff Transformers made by LeaderShine, and I'll see you back here next time. Until then, take care.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro, or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.